The time has come. The time has come to harvest the corn. It's coming a little bit early, and that's because we've had about 2 weeks of rain. 2 weeks, I would say about 2 weeks of rain straight. And usually this time of year, it's really dry. And the corn, you know, while corn's drying and curing on the plant, a bunch of rain can make them kind of rot. So I came out and I was just checking everything, and I noticed that some of the corn was looking ready. I mean, like, look at this. See how white and papery that is? You hear that? So I'm going to reveal some of this corn to you guys, but I'm also going to talk about when is the perfect time to harvest corn. When do you know, more than anything? Some people say is when the silks start to kind of turn brown. You know, they kind of get like an amber color to them. There's a lot of different things, but really I think the most thing is when you see how you can see the kernels. Let me see if I can turn it just right. There you go. You see how you can see the kernels in there? I have found that's probably one of the best ways to tell when it's ready. When you can feel the kernels through the corn, and that means that the husk of the corn, it's not really green anymore. It's kind of drying out and it's becoming really papery, and you can really feel the shape of the corn through there. You can feel the tip of it. You can feel where the kernels are, and that's what I use. That's what I figure the best time is. And you know, usually the corn's been sitting on there for a long time. But a lot of the corn that fell down is already ready. And if you look at this corn, guys. Look how pretty this stuff is. Look at the blues and purples in there. And then these two right here, I mean, I got like green, blue, and like a mix of stuff. But because these were laying on their side, I've got a bunch of corn that's still laying down and it kind of curved up a little bit. Like only half of it's pollinated. And then a bunch of worms are getting in there because it's just so wet. It's literally rotting. The corn's starting to rot. So I need to start getting this stuff out of here before I lose all of it. Yeah, see how this is like this? See how it's papery? And I can feel the bumps. It's like rows and rows of corn. You can feel it. So that one should be pretty good. Oh yeah, look at that. See how there's like, look at that, bugs getting in there. I don't know what that is, like caterpillar shit or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, there's probably something down in this one. Usually there'll be like a hole going right in there. Oh yeah, look. There's something going on. Oh yeah, look at this. Little aphids and stuff. Yeah, this corn's almost rotting right now. It's a good thing I'm going in here and getting this out of here. So that's about what I ended up with. About a dozen little ears. Some are really dry, ready to go. Some are a little bit more, still a little green, but you know, stuff's getting to them. I'm gonna go take this over here at the table, and we're gonna open all this stuff and see what it all looks like. So here we go. You can see this one's been chewed on. There's a worm in there. Let's see what kind of damage we got. Oh my gosh. I just got the top part where it really wasn't pollinated too bad. Let's see if we can find them. Whoops. Did they fall out? It's in there somewhere. Ugh. Wow. Wow. Ugh. Oh. Ugh. It just fucking splashed all over me. Oh man. Great. Look at that. Look at the colors in that. Not bad for the first one. Looks a lot like the ones that we got already. So let's try this little guy. Yeah, this one's been chewed through too. The holes. Wow. Oh, there's the worm. Look at that thing. Look how big it is. Look at that thing. It's trying to bite me or something. Another real purpley blue one. Gosh, it's been chewed up real bad. Let's see if I can get that tip off of there. Somewhat. Just wipe it in the grass. Yeah, this is one of the ones that was like coming through. This one's really dry. Ooh, this one's really dark too. Holy. Whoa. Whoa. Look at that. Wow. Wow. That's gorgeous. A couple little deformed kernels right there, but look at that. That's exactly what I was shooting for. Like every shade of green and blue. A little bit of purple mixed in there. They should have called this stuff Northern Lights, because it looks just like, I mean, the colors in it, like the blues and the greens and the purples and stuff is what you'd see, like, you know, in auroras. The Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights. Wow. Like chameleon color, like the chameleon paint job. Alright, let's see what this. Now this one came from a purple plant. This plant, I know exactly which plant this was. This one's got like purple in it. And the stem is purple, the tassel was purple and everything, so I'm really curious to see what the... Ooh. Yeah, this one's purple too. Look at that. Blue and red. That's cool. Try this one here. This one looks really early, but there's stuff in it. Let's see if I can get the worm out of there. And maybe let it continue. Yeah, get the worm out of there. I'll just let this one continue to dry. I can tell this one here is still pretty green. So I don't want to open that all the way. I can still let this dry like this in here. And as long as you get the worm out of there. So I'm going to leave that one, this one to the side. Might have to do that with a couple more, I think. Wow, this one's really pink. Pink and purple. Yeah, this one's more pink, I would say. Bunch of little guys. Ooh, real pretty colors in this one. Wow, look at that. See what I mean about the northern lights? I'm not sure if you can see it on camera the way I'm seeing it here, but it's like each kernel's got 3 or 4 different colors. There's blue, purple, a little bit of pink, green. Huh, really cool. Ooh. Wow. Yeah, this one definitely got better pollination. You can see it's pollinated all the way around instead of like missing half of it. Wow. I'm gonna take this guy right here off. But yeah, I said in that last video that that was what corn's supposed to look like. This is what corn is supposed to look like. Every color you can imagine. And yeah, if you wanted yellow, you could like isolate it. You just only grow the yellow kernels, and eventually after, you know, multiple generations of just hand selecting yellow, you'll get a pretty true to type, you know, an heirloom. You kind of create your own heirloom. But I like it like that. I like the diversity. Yeah, it's really dark. See? You see how the silks are really dark? That's a good way to tell before you open it. Ooh. This one's pretty. This one actually pollinated really good too. Wow. Like cotton candy, baby blues and pinks. Yeah, you can tell it's still got some more time to go. I'll probably, you know, I'll wrap this one up and let this one dry a little bit longer with the other ones. We'll make a separate pile, I guess. Yeah, look at this one's been chewed. Ooh, I just squeezed it. Oh, that's disgusting. I'm not sure if this one's ready yet. There's definitely a worm in there I need to get out. Oh man, he's just doing so much damage in there. Where are you at, little bugger? Wow. I don't even see him. Let me get that tip off. Here's another one. That, wow, look how much moisture is in there. It's just so wet. Yeah. I'm going to take this tip off and let this dry in the house also. Or it's a little bit drier. It's not going to keep getting rained on. Wish I could have found that worm. I wonder if he got out already. Let's try this one. This one's really dry. This one's perfect. I don't see any little holes in this one. Wow. That's just amazing. So, you can see the colors that I chose. All the blues, purples, and greens are really the only colors you're going to see. You're going to see, you know, there'll be a little bit of other stuff like that, but you can start hand selecting just from the color of the seeds from corn. If there was some GMO corn growing next door, like let's say right here in this field next to me, we'd see a bunch of random yellow kernels in here, because any pollen that touches these silks, you actually instantly see the genetic information from that. So if I was growing a white corn right next to a blue corn, even though they weren't crossed previously, that year, by growing them together, you would see blue kernels in the white and white in the blue, because of the pollen from each that landed on it. And it's really cool that the corn actually expresses the gene that pollinated it. So you can see that, you know, whatever pollinated this was a lot of blues and purples. There's a little green piece of pollen that landed on one of the silks, and each silk was attached to one kernel. Pretty cool. This one here looks pretty dry too. Oof, nasty. Oh, it's actually got mold growing in it. See the mold? Yeah, that's no good. Crazy wet. Look, it's even growing. Is that a worm? No, it's growing. Can you guys see that? That's actually a root. It's been so wet in there that the corn's growing on itself. Another really pretty one though. Lots of greens. I'm just glad to be getting anything. This is all stuff that fell over during the storm. The wind blew it all over. Oh, this is a little tiny little thing. Look how small that is. Oh, that's not ready either. There's not much there really, but we'll still fold that up and let it get some more color. I didn't see any worms in there, so we should be good with that one. That was another little one that needs to dry out a little longer. Ooh, more blues and pinks. Yeah, we're getting into the really light colored stuff. Hasn't even started to dry out and get its color, but it feels like it. Let's check over here. No. Alright, keep going. Wow. Yeah, I think I'm still getting into a lot of them that are just a little too early. I can almost just let a lot of these still dry. Let's see if I can find some that might have a worm in it or something. They're starting to split open. Yeah, this big one here's got, ooh. Yeah, that's got a worm in there. Let's get him out of there. Wow, another beautiful ear. But still a little bit too early. Oh, there we go. Some color. Oh, that worm's right there up top too. Gross. Get him out of there. Wish I still had some chickens I could feed him to. more like a purple one. Kind of uneven pollination on that one. Let's try this little guy. Oh wow, look at that. Lots of blues and purples too. I'll let that one dry up a little bit more. Yeah, you can see the mold. I'm glad I got this stuff now when I did, because it's starting to rot from the inside. It's just been way too wet. And it's hard to complain about rain, you know, but it's nice that we've been getting it this summer compared to the last 3 or 4. It's been really dry. Alright, we really only got a couple left. Oh wow. That one's cool. That's got a lot of red in it. That's more of a multicolored one right there. I'm gonna leave the tip on this one maybe. Cool. Little something in there. Little baby ear. It's gonna dry out too. Whoa, way too early on this one. Yeah, way too early on that one. Another one that's really early. I just noticed this as I was closing the camera down. I still had 4 ears that I left over by the garden when I was carrying all this stuff in my camera and everything. So, little encore. Let's just see what these look like here real quick. And I won't keep you guys very long. These ones are really big ones. Whoa! That doesn't even look real. Look at this, guys. Look at these kernels right here. Do you see how they're pink with blue splashes like a jelly bean? That is nuts. Get out of there, little beetle. Holy smokes. Wow. This is some pretty stuff. Man, saving the best for last. Look at that. Look at the purple with the green in the center. These look like jelly beans with little splashes of color. That's crazy. Let's say about, take that off. Wow. 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 I'm really excited about the next ones. Bunch of worms. There's 2 in there. Get out of there. Probably more. Here's another one. Wow, this is really yellow. Look at that. I'm gonna let this one here ripen a little bit longer and see if it might get some color to it. Otherwise, we're definitely not gonna be planting yellow next year. This is probably one of the biggest ears that we got. Maybe that's why it's busting out of this. Whoa. 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 Look at this. Huh. Wow, that is crazy. Like aqua blues and greens and... Let me get that thing off there. Wow. That's gorgeous. Last one. Last one, I promise. Yeah, even this one. Real similar to the rest. Gorgeous colors. Look, there's some mold. And look, there's a little corn growing. That's a little corn. Alright. I'm so glad I stumbled onto those. Didn't leave them out, because this one is just amazing. And look at the blues and purples in this one. Baby blue, green, light green, aqua.